Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If this is your first time visiting my channel, my name is Felix. I'm a YouTube content creator from Indonesia. Guys, today I'm back on reacting to Call Me ARJ Ultra Vegito freakingly uses Kaioken times 1000 for the freaking first time. So I think this is the only way of he defeating Yamoshi after Yamoshi utilizing the Super Saiyan God form. And we don't know, man. I don't know. Personally, I don't know whether this Yamoshi can unlock Super Saiyan Blue. Like imagine this. I mean, like, when we were just barely knowing of a Super Saiyan God back in the Battle of Gods series of Dragon Ball Super, Shenron already knows that there's this legend of this guy of Saiyan called the Super Saiyan God, blah blah blah, and that was Yamoshi. At the not even in the Battle of Gods, just way before Battle of Gods, he has unlocked Super Saiyan God. Has he just been stuck there ever since and not evolving into Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan? That, I mean, like, he already can be able to use Super Saiyan form, right? Will he don't have this creativity to mix it up to become a Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan, and become a aka Super Saiyan Blue? Will he just be stuck in there? I don't know. If he is not stuck in there and he knows of Ultra Instinct of at least hakaishin form or something, it will be gone bye for Ultra Vegeta. Or even if he just stuck there, like, imagine in comparison how long Goku and Vegeta in comparison to him has a mastery, has a control over a Super Saiyan God. Like it's way longer with Yamoshi than rather to either Goku or Vegeta, right? It can't be compared. Like, it's just like the legend, the master over here, and Goku and Vegeta is just having this mastery until this level. Like there's still a gap, even though yeah, it's just 1 versus 2, it's fusion, it's everything with the android arms and everything. So I think the only thing that Vegeta can do is using the Kaioken. But I think it's too much for me to blabber around here, so let's just go straight out and let's just check it out, the video. Let's go, let's check, let's react. Okay, let's go. 3, 2, 1, go.
Don't forget, the next video after this part has
it's
already...
time to die using God. Oh my god, what is this? So even the Yamoshi battle isn't finished yet in this episode. Wow, guys. Okay, let's go.
Don't forget, the
It's
next
time
video
to die now, Saiyan God.
This part...
Oh, yeah, it's not done, Saiyan God. Yeah, he's still battling Yamoshi. Okay.
has already been made and is live now on my Patreon for you to see straight
crazy.
after you watch this. Fully voice acted, soundtracked, and with my signature editing up for early access to the incredible 4,200 plus patrons who support my work from just $3 with more and more access at higher tiers. This has long been requested to have the full next video early available to you guys who just can't wait for what happens next on Ultra Vegito. And now it's finally here. Links are in the pinned comment and description. Head there after the video.
Okay, let's go, Vegito. No. He's already in his final form, his demonic ultra final form and everything. He's thought he is unbeatable. But then there's this Yamoshi, which is just barely starting his engine just by utilizing Super Saiyan God. If he even have just a Super Saiyan God, his master is completely out of Vegito. Across the
so our story continues with Vegito in his newfound Ultra Demon
form,
completely stripped of any confidence, shrouded in fear as he steps back slowly in the presence of the third of the 5 strongest, only able to mutter out, This guy is a Saiyan. No! How could he be this strong?
And he's alone, man. Remember, Vegito is a result of already Goku and Vegeta fusing, and still loses against this one guy. And this one guy is just using Super Saiyan God. What if this guy uses this like demonic ultra form? Just imagine how strong will Yamoshi be.
What do you mean, Vegito? You should know better than anyone else. We Saiyans
have no
limits.
limits.
As immediately, to the surprise of the God Killer, Yamoshi would confidently then begin walking straight towards Vegito. As the unprepared God Killer would yell, "Stay back! Stay back! I'm warning you, God!" While Yamoshi would just respond,
like, don't care, man.
"Is that fear I sense? Maybe you aren't the Saiyan I thought you were after all. You don't deserve to even stand before a true Super Saiyan God.
Okay.
You call that a Super Saiyan God?" Leaving Vegito utterly
Like,
bemused,
Vegito has his own Super Saiyan God as well,
as
right?
he can barely believe what Yamoshi is saying, thinking internally, "No, this form,
It's different.
this is nothing like
what we achieve against beerus of a Super
achieved
Saiyan
against
God.
beerus. What is he now? It looks like a cross between our Super Saiyan God forms and a Super Saiyan 3. And his energy, it feels completely different than before." Do not even begin to compare this with your own God.
It's different.
Child.
It's that different.
But suddenly, as if now possessing a divine ability to read the mind of Vegito, Yamoshi would begin responding to Vegito's thoughts. Young Vegito.
Young man.
All
Young man.
Super Saiyan forms you know are just the descendants of this one true form you
My God, so he's the original.
before you. I am Yamoshi, not only third of the 5 strongest, but the first Saiyan in history to have ascended.
The first Super Saiyan, the first Super Saiyan God.
Father of all
Super
Super
Saiyans.
Saiyans, if you will.
Wow.
And I existed long before a runt like you. Whatever you know, what you so call a Super Saiyan God couldn't be any further from the truth.
Okay.
It is nothing but a mere imperfect state of what I achieved more than 1,000 years.
As I said, right? As I said, he has been mastering the Super Saiyan God form 1,000 years ago. Meanwhile, Vegito just, I don't know how many, like 10, 20 years. Like that's really different, the gap, guys.
Go.
Okay.
The day I achieved true God.
Oh. Vegito's mad. Vegito's mad. He don't care.
But now suddenly completely triggered from the patronizing talk and reveal of Yamoshi, Vegito's fear reverts back to anger once
he's
more.
mad.
As he yells back, "Stop with your lies, God! I know never to trust the words of your kind. And I know better too. I already asked the Eternal Dragon about the Super Saiyan God and exactly how to become one. 6 righteous Saiyans come together and pass their energy onto one that will then become a Super Saiyan God. Before your kind erased them, my family helped me achieve it. Red hair and all. I can do the same as you, Yamoshi. But it's nowhere near as
powerful
as whatever you're claiming. Who are you even kidding? If you're saying that made you a god, then are you calling me one too? Don't make me laugh.
I want to see Yamoshi's explanation of how he became the original Super Saiyan God. Without the
cold
ritual
look of
and
Yamoshi is finally broken as a smile appears and he explains, "No, you are no god, Vegito, and never could be. If you were, you'd need to eliminate yourself, wouldn't
God
you,
killer.
God killer?
He's a killer of a god.
No. Fortunately for you, you listened to the misplaced advice of a Namekian
dragon. He knows it. Yamoshi knows it.
Dragon that's most likely existed for less time than even you, let alone I.
Oh.
You really thought that Namekian-made creature would know the ins and
Oh,
outs
of our Saiyan.
of our Saiyan race's true power.
Oh, okay.
How incredibly naive.
Oh, wow.
The true path to this form is gained just like every form before
Oh.
it. By yourself.
Oh, it's not by righteous Saiyan, blah blah.
And by one's actions alone.
Okay.
The fact you needed the help of others is just all you needed to know about what that fake copy of yours is worth. I'm sure if you just trained, you would have also got that incomplete god form without any of this ritual nonsense.
Vegeta is shocked now.
And suddenly, this last line in particular
Vegeta
from
is shocked. If you just
Yamoshi brings a
train-
wave of shock
If you
over
just
Vegeta,
train.
as he soon realizes something, thinking,
Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. Wow.
wait a minute, I could have achieved it on my own. Vegeta.
Yeah, it's just like Vegeta. Vegeta alone can already achieve the Super Saiyan God form without the ritual. He just realized it.
Of course,
Vegeta achieved it alone.
he didn't need the ritual to become a Super Saiyan God. Does that mean Shenron was wrong? And Yamoshi's telling the truth?
Yeah, right. Oh yeah. I just remember it myself. Yeah, Vegeta become a Super Saiyan God all on his own. So it's like
But why would Shenron mention needing six righteous Saiyans? It doesn't make sense.
okay. Yamoshi will answer his question again.
But yet again, now almost confirming Yamoshi has some way of reading the thoughts of
But
Vegito.
wait. Sorry to pause again. Like, even if Vegeta successfully become a Super Saiyan God on his own, but his form is still similar, exactly a copy like Goku's with the eyebrows and all. It's not like a mixture of a Super Saiyan 3 and a Super Saiyan God like Yamoshi. If it's because of Goku using the righteousness method and make a copy, it should be different than Vegeta. Vegeta should have achieved like the original one because he is training alone. He trained for it and he got the original one. Like Yamoshi's with the Super Saiyan 3 mixed with the Super Saiyan God. It's not like this, man. It's like Vegeta's result. It's just the same as Goku's with the righteousness ritual and everything. So it's somewhat the same. I'm truly curious.
He would briefly close his eyes and say, "To be honest, I have no idea how that dragon you speak of would know a detail like that. But he wasn't wrong about the need for 6 righteous Saiyans. For 6 different Saiyans are needed to become a true god. But not in the way you described. Instead, they are needed to die.
Not too
As
righteous and
suddenly,
everything.
with his eyes open once more and head tilted back sinisterly, Yamoshi would reveal the truth about the first Super Saiyan God and how he came to be. And it seems Yamoshi is nothing like what we had all first thought. As soon in a flashback, Yamoshi would continue, "My young Vegeta. In order to become a true Super Saiyan God, 6 righteous Saiyans that one knows of and are fond of must be gathered. Gathered and murdered in cold blood."
But why is Shenron don't explain this?
I did this more than
1,000
1,000 years ago to my brother,
Oh,
my best friend, my father,
my
my
cousins,
cousins,
my mother,
and
my
even
mother.
my partner. The pure sadness, the pure
And
anger
because of that, he becomes true Super Saiyan
myself,
God.
the disgust, created an explosion of emotion within me unlike any other. And I knew from early on, just as you do, our power as Saiyans is linked directly to our emotions. And that is why I did what I did to ascend. And ascend is exactly what I did. I became the most powerful Saiyan in history, in a force even the Grand Priest had to acknowledge.
Oh.
My power grew so great in the end, the first planet of our Saiyans, planet Sadala, blew up from just my uncontrollable
So it became the
energy.
planet.
It's the reason you two Saiyans
were even born on Vegeta and not on Sadala.
even born on Vegeta. As it seemed, at least a good handful managed to escape.
Okay.
But little did that matter to me, as finally, true godhood had been achieved by myself.
But he didn't evolve after that, so it stopped there. He didn't evolve to Super Saiyan God, Super Saiyan or anything.
You didn't! Leaving the God
He's
Killer now
mad.
momentarily
He's mad because all of his ancestors is now being killed by Yamoshi. With his
paralyzed and
energy and
shocked
everything.
from this truth finally being revealed.
It's not sex
As he
trap,
muttered,
just saying get her at in the center or everything, but it's to kill.
Is
To call,
your
to massacre your own family and friends.
family and friends. For what? For power? To become a god?
Okay, Vegeto's mad.
Instantly then pushing
Vegito
Vegeta to
mad,
power
man.
up voraciously as he yells out, "Typical! I was starting to like you, Yamoshi. But Saiyan or
He's
not,
mad.
you have gone to the dark side by becoming a god.
Okay.
You are no different to them, and you will share
Ooh.
a fate no different either."
He suddenly get confident, Vegeta. Let's see how can he defeat
But as the
Yamoshi.
wind from Vegito's power-up blows wildly onto
How
the
can he
face of
defeat
Yamoshi, he
Yamoshi?
would appear
Let's
unbothered, his arms folded, while he would instead inquire, "Really, Vegito? Really, God Killer?
Okay.
You believe I'm any different to you? That's rich. For you know as well as I do, and every true Saiyan before you, that power is everything in this world.
Oh.
You kill and slaughter gods as and when you please.
Okay.
Sure, you say it is for revenge, for avenging your family and fellow Earthlings. But inside, you know you do it for power.
Oh.
Each and every time you
Oh yeah,
take
to
their
absorb the
energy,
energy.
you steal it and enjoy it as they perish, laughing as they disappear forever. You are no different to me,
wow, his
Vegito.
reasoning.
We may be 1,000 years apart, but the DNA of a Saiyan never changes.
Wow. Okay, this argument.
And for a moment, the two would then stare at each other in near
Okay,
silence
this argument.
as Vegito contemplates what Yamoshi had just said. Are the two of them really the same?
Okay, he's mad, he don't care.
Yamoshi, I am nothing like you gods, because I will never die.
Okay,
Instantly then rushing
goes
right
directly
at
for
Yamoshi, now without any fear or doubt in his mind,
Ultra demonic
just true
form.
rage in his heart.
ultra demonic form.
But the first powerful punch of the God Killer falls on deaf
Oh.
ears, as it appears as
doesn't
barely
affect
moving
Yamoshi
Yamoshi,
at It
neutralized
doesn't
with
affect
what
Yamoshi
seems
at
like
all.
a single finger until
Okay.
Vegito switches into a kick behind. It too just as easily stopped now
Wow.
by Yamoshi's elbow,
Yamoshi don't
still
care,
not
man.
budging him an inch, as if he were a stone statue.
Yamoshi don't even care.
And seemingly,
okay.
either not noticing or just too proud to accept it, Vegito continues his assault, while an emotionless Yamoshi blocks and parries everything with a single arm.
What? With this single arm? This is a full-powered ultra demon form, man.
Running coward!
This is a full-powered
And
ultra
the still
form of
losing on
Vegeta.
his cool Vegito will just continue to chase after Yamoshi, as the third begins swiftly moving back
Okay.
as if baiting the fighter. Talk about being a true Saiyan, yet this is how you fight! Don't make me
Vegito is mad.
Challenge my fist with your own, Yamoshi!
Okay, Vegito is really mad.
Before not letting up and getting more and more triggered as time goes on, cocking back his fist to try yet again. But with ease, and with his facial expression still not changing at all, Yamoshi would simply dodge and weave, his eyes never leaving Vegito.
It doesn't even reach Yamoshi. This is remembering, this is already mastered Ultra Instinct Vegito inside. It still didn't cause any freaking effect. Like we're just seeing the plain old Super Saiyan transformation where every attack can be dodged just easily. This is make us forgetting of Ultra Instinct, man. This is Ultra Instinct Vegito
Yamoshi
attacking.
once again shows the huge difference in their ability.
Even just the Super Saiyan gun, it's just done with one finger.
Once more.
One finger done.
Stop playing around with me! Sending Vegito now into Berserker mode as he launches a mass barrage of punches. At such speed, it begins to almost seem like he has multiple limbs. But regardless of how much faster or stronger Vegito would get, with a cold look, Yamoshi would not budge from using just a single finger, commenting instead, "This is getting boring, Vegito. I was told that you were to be the strongest Saiyan since my existence in the mortal realm long ago.
And this is just
now, you're putting up even less of a fight than the lower demons of the demon realm."
This is already his final form, man.
Even
he really needs to use
the
Kaioken,
mixture of his lack of
or else it's
effectiveness
just
on Yamoshi and the third words begin to crack below Vegito's skin. As he responds angrily, "Boring, huh? That's funny, because I was thinking just the same thing. Maybe it's time I take this up a notch and see if you still have that smug look on your face."
He polished up. Kaioken?
Just like that, squeezing what seems like every last bit of energy from within his final Ultra Demon form, Vegito screams with intensity. His mouth wider than ever as his aura expands and his black lightning resembles more shards of thunder. Before finally, with his final gamble on powering up complete, he stares with a grimace at Yamoshi and claims, "Now you've done it, Yamoshi. I didn't have to use any of this for Madara. But for you, I've saved the best for last." Before, with Yamoshi in front, he would yell, "Well, come on then. Stop with the running. If you're the so-called true Super Saiyan God, show me what that power is like." But Yamoshi would just remain silent. Triggering Vegito to get into fighting stance, as with a smirk he mutters, "Didn't think that would work on you. Fine, I'll lead the dance once again."
He will begin the fight again.
Instantly then appearing right behind Yamoshi, ready to attack from his blind spot, as Yamoshi just sighs.
He's bored again.
"You are such a disappointment."
He's bored again. Right? He's just gone.
But Yamoshi this time does not even bother to block or deflect, and instead vanishes much to the dismay of Vegito. Where is he going to attack me from?
Even
the God Killer now panics, wondering if Yamoshi will begin his offense. But instead, some distance away, Yamoshi would begin reappearing. Before, now stood once again, totally uninterested, Yamoshi would let out,
"Don't
worry, God Killer. I won't be putting you down until you realize just how weak you really are. Show me everything you have, just so I can show you how worthless it all is." "I'll show you worthless. Say hello to a move that wasn't around when you were born, old man. as Vegito then slowly begins moving both his hands towards his head until...
Solar
his
flare,
hands
Krillin's
towards his
move.
head until... Solar flare!
Oh, he finally uses solar flare. He finally uses not just Kamehameha, but he finally uses his strength's move.
And just like that, a raging shining light
solar
would burst
flare.
forth from the eyes and body of Vegito, trapping everything in its shining light, making Vegito almost disappear, as before it, taking its full brunt, stands Yomoshi, the third of the five strongest.
Wow, his eyes is still even opening out. He don't close his eyes not even for a second. He's just
standing there with his eyes unblinking as the light reaches him. The third, living up to his name, remains unfazed.
He don't care.
And once hit with full brightness, his eyelids would only by the smallest of fractions tighten, as if the god had been used to staring into the center of suns. Now try and dodge me! But Vegito, who had not noticed her all within the light,
he don't
just
see.
confidently then speeds to his supposed victim.
He thought he wins it. He thought he wins it.
Walk into the light, my friend! Taunting the legendary Saiyan as he reaches closer and closer until...
Yomoshi just evade again.
Once his attack moves
even
close
that
enough,
solar flare does nothing,
Yomoshi
freaking
moves to the
nothing to
side
him,
without
man.
trouble yet again.
He evade again.
You should be blind.
Solar flare is nothing in comparison
Sidelining
to him.
Vegito, who finally
all of his
realizes
technique.
even the signature technique of Tien
Oh,
could do
Tien, yeah, I thought it's Krillin. Okay, Tien. Okay. It's done, man.
Immediately causing the God Killer to then jump back and retreat. A vindictive, unsatisfied anger now on his face as he clenches his fist with full force before letting out, I've had enough of this.
Kaioken?
I contain within me the power of all gods before you. All angels, 2 members of the 5, and the 2 strongest
Saiyans
Saiyans
in history, Goku and Vegeta.
I will not let this
So he
end
can use all of that energy.
like this.
He can use all of that energy.
I will wipe that smugness right off your face.
Let's
Immediately
go.
lifting his arm up into the sky
using
in a
energy of
familiar
black
fashion
or something
before.
or anything. Okay, Destructo Disc.
Soon, we see developed in all its glory within Vegito's
Destructo
palm
Disc.
is the signature Destructo
Of
Disc
Krillin.
of Krillin. As Vegito then
This is the Destructo
tosses
Disc.
the deadly blade with full power. Its power amplified with Vegito's own energy to the point there surely couldn't be a material in the entire multiverse that could withstand its edge. But curiously, even as the Destructo Disc approaches Yomoshi with speed, his body doesn't begin to move.
Yomoshi don't even care.
And the standstill is still seen even when the blade reaches within complete touching distance. Could Yomoshi just be so fast that he could dodge at the very last second?
Or is that just so weak that he can just grab it and crack it like a mere something?
Pathetic.
He breaks it.
But shockingly,
He
the ultra-sharp Destructo
breaks
Disc
it.
strikes head-on the exposed neck of Yomoshi.
Oh, and then it just break just when touching his head. When the Destructo Disc touch his touch his neck, it's just done.
And
It's
bursts
breaking.
instantly into nothing.
What?
With Yomoshi,
What is his freaking neck made of? Like the strongest
it
man?
just left staring
He's stronger in
disappointingly
what?
into the eyes of the completely
Oh
shell-shocked
my, Vegeta is shocked. His Destructo Disc, his solar flare that should be the strongest, multiplied by his forms and everything, the energy gathered by Black, by all the gods of destructions, the angels, 2 out of 5 and everything, is just meaningless, powerless before him. Oh my god.
And with the God Killer,
He's tried
having just
solar
tried
flare, he's tried everything.
in his arsenal, and even witness feats that just could not make sense anymore. All he can do is step back in fear, muttering,
God. Wow.
No!
He's just in the Super Saiyan God,
What's happening here? Am I in another dream?
Another dream of Madara.
No, Vegito. This is just what it's supposed to feel like when challenging a god mortal.
Okay, Yamoshi is behind
Vegito.
him.
Yamoshi's voice is inexplicably
Oh
heard.
my god.
How did you?
Bomb.
But
First
as
strike.
Vegito rushes to turn around in time,
He will be crushed by Yamoshi.
with a straight
Bomb.
chop right across Vegito's neck, that calls back to what the Grand Priest did to Vegito at the very beginning of the series.
Okay.
Yamoshi strikes the God Killer clean, widening Vegito's eyes on impact and causing blood to splatter out of his mouth.
This is the mastered Ultra Instinct Vegito we're talking about. He still can't instinctively dodge this.
Impact also.
Like this series made it as if as this is just a normal base Vegito that hasn't had any power of Ultra Instinct. We can't even see the effects of Ultra Instinct. We can't even see the effects of Ultra Ego that after attack he will gain more power. It's forgotten. It's just as if it's forgotten. All of the instinctive abilities and attack and defense is just it's just back on the Super Saiyan days. It's just change of white hair, gray hair, purple, the with thunder and everything, but all power is gone. It's just base Goku, base Vegeta, base Vegito that can just be pummeled easily with an Ultra Instinct. We don't even see Ultra Instinct effect anymore in facing Yamoshi. That is how strong Yamoshi is.
Sending the God Killer flying with insane speed. His eyes closed as he can hardly even react to the full force of the attack, let alone how far it is sending.
Okay. Done.
And before he knows it, Vegeta is sent crashing through multiple mountains, cutting through them like butter, still unable to stop until... With a now completely damaged appearance, Ultra Vegeta would regain himself, still shaking from the aftermath of the pain.
Okay.
As he comments... His speed! Where did that come from? I couldn't even see it
with
come.
Ultra, as I said, I just finished saying this sentence.
With Ultra Instinct activated, it felt like the priest.
It felt like the priest, like the Grand Priest.
And as Vegito slowly begins descending to the ground and recovers, he reflects in caution. That was just one attack, and it felt like it would take my head off. This guy, this god, isn't to be played with.
He really can't mess.
I can't let him land another attack on me or I'm done for.
Okay.
I'm going to have to pick the right moment and use
that. Oh, can use that. The one arsenal that he can use is the freaking Kaioken. If he were to use times 100, times 1000, he can shock Yamoshi. His power will skyrocket suddenly and he can just pummel Yamoshi. Let's go, Vegito.
And gradually, Vegeta would move across the battlefield in sight,
that he can use
moving towards where he assumes Yamoshi would be now. This is taking far too long. That is until yet again, completely unannounced, the third appears behind Vegito
he wants to pummel Vegito again. Again attacked by
Yamoshi. Now slamming his leg right into the back of Vegito, sending him flying this time straight into the sky on the cusp of space. And as Vegito once again floats uncontrollably, this time in even more pain than before, he can only briefly mutter, "No, I can't take any more of those."
Okay.
But as the God Killer worries about not getting hit again,
Yamoshi is ready to
has
attack,
already
man.
extended his hand
Yamoshi
up to the
is
sky,
ready to attack
ready
right
to
now.
launch his next and presumably final attack. as when we zoom in on his face, he just calmly says, "Don't worry, God Killer. I'll put you out of your misery now. Die, weakling!"
Oh, this is the freaking statement of Vegito, the Ultra God Killer, and now it's been used by Yamoshi. Die, weakling.
Suddenly then
Even
blasted
his
from
key
the
is
same
just
finger
one
he used to
finger,
block
man.
all of Vegito's
His
attacks
key
earlier.
is just
A
even from
precise
one
and pin-sharp
attack.
blast of energy.
From one finger.
What? No! No!
Okay, another no.
As in a flash, Vegito notices the blast
He has
behind him in
immortality from
horror,
bullet.
but before
Can
he
he
can do a
recover?
thing, he's already lost in the
Can
light.
he recover? To escape away, time rings, Majin Buu. That's just that.
Mass
Okay.
ball of energy
Okay.
at the end, slamming into him, burning his flesh as it does so until... in a humongous
He can
explosion,
use this
a
to
blast thunder in
escape.
all
Like as if like
directions.
he's just
Vegito
blown to
is
smithereens.
hit
He can just use
direct.
the time rings, can he?
And as the light of the explosion
Or
spreads,
to find the right
entire
timing
skies
is using
turn
this
white
time
as
rings.
nothing can
Or
be
immortality
seen,
by Buu.
including Vegito. Goodbye,
Weak
weak
Saiyan.
Saiyan.
Okay.
And Yamoshi, not needing to turn away or blink at all, just stares as the God Killer is finally defeated by one of the 5 strong.
Okay, after defeated the 2.
And in the air, though thoroughly beaten for sure,
it's
now in his
Vegito,
base form falling to the ground, surprisingly, Vegito is still in one
Wow,
piece.
but back to base. But
And
still
even
back
Yamoshi
to
notices,
base.
thinking, odd. That blast would have eradicated any trace of any Saiyan I know.
Okay.
Maybe he wasn't too bad after all. Before, as he stares closer, while Vegito's body picks up pace in base, falling to the ground, he continues. But in all honesty,
Okay.
it's hard to even consider him a Saiyan
With the
anymore.
cell tail and all.
Those horns, that pink goo he can create from himself.
Okay.
At this moment in time, his body is more demon than mortal. So of course he would survive.
Okay.
And as we look over the peaceful scene of the landscape, a sound is heard slowly increasing until... with a crash, something smashes onto the ground with a blast and a blink and you'll miss its speed.
I thought he can use the turrets or not, but I think not enough time, yeah.
Of course, that something is soon revealed to be
Vegito.
the heavily damaged base form Vegeta,
Directly from
now
Ultra,
laid out with
Ultra
his
Demon
arms spread,
form,
sitting in his very own crater.
yeah? Okay.
But inexplicably, the tenacity of the God Killer shows itself, as through true sheer willpower alone, Vegito begins crawling back up to his feet, on his knees first, before he stands with his head bowed, just grunting,
Okay.
"Damn it! Damn
Okay,
it!"
he's mad.
Before now looking up bloodied and worse for wear, as he yells with the last of his energy, "Damn it, he's too strong!"
He's too strong.
Every
Okay.
hit, every
Still
single
attack.
attack feels life ending. And he did that before I could even try my idea out.
I try my idea out about Kaioken.
I can't beat him like this now. I need to heal.
Hey,
But as Vegito
So
finally
how
gets to his
can
feet,
he
standing
heal?
there before him waiting is of course Yamoshi.
Okay.
And if his arms folded and a poker face, he would concede. Impressive, Vegito.
he need to heal.
I didn't think you'd
Of
even...
course, with this body of his, damage as it is, if he were to force using Kaioken, first, it won't work effectively. Second, it will burn him out. First, then in comparison to beating Yamoshi, I mean, like, Kaioken eats a body. Like, in Vegito's current state, using a Kaioken means suicide. He
would
needs to
still
heal.
be here,
Okay.
let alone able to stand again so quickly.
Okay.
But you showed your youth and naivety, battling me and showing
All
me
your
all your
cards.
cards, not even considering for a second that I too could transform.
Okay.
And now look at you, back in base and looking for a way to heal yourself, if I heard correctly. Pathetic.
Okay.
What will you even do? Summon Whis' staff and use its angelic healing powers? Because you're out of your mind if you think I will allow you to do such a thing. The minute it even appears, I will snap it in half. But Vegito, who appears still lacking energy, would just look to his feet in disappointment at the suggestion, as he replies, "You must really think I'm some kind of idiot, don't you, Yamoshi?"
Okay.
No, I wasn't planning on doing that at all. I don't even have the knowledge to do such things with Whis' staff.
Okay.
If I did, I'd be reversing.
Yeah, I'd be reversing time as much as I could do too. Like, why will he just go meet Zero, go to alternate timeline just to heal himself, eating and everything? Okay.
Time as much as I could too.
Wow, he is being honest with Yamoshi.
All I can do with it is travel to find these damn
Gods.
gods. No, that's not my plan at all.
Okay.
But this
This is what?
As suddenly Vegito's eyes burst back wide open, and his stance raises back to one with seemingly some energy and enthusiasm.
What? This is what?
Come here!
What?
And out of nowhere, Vegito, even though he's just in base form, rushes straight for Yamoshi.
Base form? Are you crazy?
You've got to be
He's
kidding
fighting
me.
Yamoshi with base?
Leaving the folded arms Yamoshi to even question the logic, as he says,
Okay, I think Vegeta should have some kind of plan.
"What are you doing,
He's in base. If
fool?
you think he just wanna do one last ridiculous attack or something, I don't know, man.
You're really going to try and attack
That
me in that state? Have you got a death wish or something?" But regardless,
what is he
Vegito
thinking?
continues, now in the air flying right towards the third. And in response, Yamoshi unclasps his arms and gets into a fighting position as he says ominously,
Okay.
"I appreciate the courage, but this is just insulting at this point. I am now ready to put you into the dirt forever, friend."
Okay.
What? But
Oh,
shockingly,
time
out of
portal.
nowhere, just as Vegito approaches
portal.
Yamoshi, a time portal opens right in between the pair.
Oh.
And just like that, the God Killer enters at speed,
Okay.
right before a totally awestruck Yamoshi, who even has the portal
He uses the time portal and he goes inside directly without Yamoshi knowing, and Yamoshi don't have time portal abilities because he don't have the time rank, so he can't chase Vegito.
who closes behind can only stare in true shock and bewilderment.
He's been tricked by Vegito.
Before finally,
He's been tricked by freaking
his
Vegito.
facial expression changes and twitches
He's
as he
gone.
yells
He will heal himself.
That coward.
He healed himself. He freaking healed himself.
Where have you run to, Vegeta?
He'll run, he'll heal himself.
As now shattering his former cool and collected self
Okay,
in an
that's
intense
smart.
and
I
horrifying
think that's from
rage,
Vegeta.
Yamoshi would now scream to the
He
realms above
uses
themselves
time rings in mids between Yamoshi and him. Okay,
as
that's
his
nice.
near limitless power fluxes and shakes the very planet he is on.
Okay.
But regardless,
Okay, he
the scene would
goes.
then switch location and timeline, where those screams would not be heard. As suddenly, we see Son Goku, a little damaged in his mastered Ultra Instinct form.
Mastered Ultra Instinct?
Saying-
Where is this timeline?
Listen, I'll spare you if you agree to go back.
Okay,
And
who is
reacting in
this?
shock is even more shockingly for us, revealed to be a final form Moro.
Oh,
letting us
okay, Moro. Okay, I'll just keep up. I will just watch it because I haven't watched Moro, I haven't read the manga of the Moro or everything. So this will be a true first time for me to even know Moro and to even see how this battle will end out. So because probably this battle has been going on between Master and Ultra and Sengoku and Moro. Okay.
No, we are definitely now in a new timeline from the current manga. As Moro continues with an eager face.
With the current manga.
Yes, of course. I swear it.
Okay.
And with that simple reply, Goku would then suddenly bring out a small bag of senzu beans, looking at it and wondering, I hope I'm not making a mistake here.
I'm making a mistake.
Before then lifting his...
Goku again gives his enemy a senzu, just like Cell. Oh my god, what are you thinking, son freaking Goku? You wanna create new Red Ribbon Army, but this time a Moro army or what?
And turning to Moro and saying, here, take one of these senzus. It will restore your stamina. Before pulling out a senzu and continuing, eat it, and then Jacko will escort you back to prison. That's the deal. So Goku would then get ready to hand over the bean until...
There's Vegito. Vegito grabbing the senzu directly.
Give me that!
Give me that! Vegito directly take the senzus and he don't care.
Suddenly, just as Goku would flick the senzu bean to Moro, just as he did in the original timeline.
Oh, original timeline? Oh, okay, I haven't watched it. Okay,
from a portal
so Vegito
burst out.
Steals the bean because he knows, because it's Goku, so he knows that Goku will give the senzu to Moro, so he takes the senzu beans, and I think he'll take all the bags of the senzu beans itself. So even if he loses, he can just eat another bean, eat another bean, eat another bean, and then he will be completely restored. So some kind of immortality and healing. Restore stamina.
His right arm pulled back with speed, ready to catch his prize.
Okay. He gets it. Gotcha. He'll eat the senzu beans.
Immediately shocking both MUI Goku and Moro as he grabs the bean.
Okay. He'll eat the senzu.
Eventually landing on the ground with senzu bean in hand as both Moro and Goku stand stunned into silence, just watching on and wondering what on earth is happening.
Who is he?
But not before Vegito would suddenly turn to Goku and angrily scold him. Kakarot, you damn fool! Did you not learn from Cell?
Yeah, from Cell. And then Cell will go strong and Cell will bite you at the end.
Mercy is not meant for these types. You're too soft, and it will be your downfall. Before instantly then turning his head to Moro now and continuing, and your weak lies may have worked on Kakarot, but they will not slide with me.
Okay.
Wait, what? Before Vegito would then place his palm right in front of Moro's face and...
Oh, not Hakai. Oh, he just crushed Moro.
With a powerful blast of pure energy and no Hakai in just base, Vegito would completely eviscerate the body of Moro.
Oh wait, oh yeah, he don't have the energy to even transform to hakaishin form or alter ego, so he can't use the Hakai. Oh yeah, I just remember.
Leaving Goku nothing short of shocked at the power and destruction just witnessed, as before Vegito just lays the aftermath of his blast,
bye Moro.
having torn up the ground.
Been destroyed by a god killer.
But as Goku begins to calm down and recognize the god killer with his back turned, Goku would begin whispering.
He knows it's Vegeta.
Wait a minute. You aren't you Vegito? But before an answer can even be replied, Vegito just jumps into a time...
Oh, I thought he'll snack up all the senzu beans, but no, he just take one of the beans. He just take one of the beans and he just goes back. He don't care about the back of the senzus. Okay.
As Goku yells after him,
back
hey, wait!
to the Moshi.
Eventually though, being left all alone as Goku just wonders, what just happened?
Okay. He's back.
But in the present timeline, Yamoshi remains looking around angry. And as he stands all alone with his back turned to us, he would grumble, "That damn brat! If he thinks he can run forever, he's sadly mistaken.
Okay.
I will find him again, and when I do,
You do
what?
Vegito's back. Vegito's
But
back because
suddenly,
he's back in full power after eating one of the Sanzus.
Once, from behind Yamoshi, a voice
Okay.
calls. And once
Vegito
Yamoshi
is
turns
back.
around, in the air now appears a lone but familiar
It's
figure.
Vegito. Vegito's back. Final form Vegito is freaking
Sorry
back.
for the wait. And floating in the
Ultra
sky now,
demon
back at
form,
full health,
Vegito's
and back in
back.
his ultra demon form once more, complete with 2 horns, Vegito is back, and looking
He's
down at
full-powered.
Yamoshi with an air of confidence.
He's full powered Ultra
As a
Vegito.
smiling Yamoshi would comment back, "Huh, so you finally show yourself
Okay.
again. Looks like you found a way to heal yourself too. How honorless. But not like it will make any difference."
Yamoshi thought Vegito will just attack him again with the same form, so same attack and everything. He don't know he is one arsenal from King Kai that I think from all of the mentors, like all his mentors, like the Kaioken, I think it's like the best. Even for whis' training, beerus is training with hakaishin form and all. Yeah, it's cool and all, but like King Kai's Kaioken is like effective in all modes. It can be stacked up in any modes, in any form. So I think like if you were seeing like how amazing a technique is, it's Kaioken, man. It can be used almost
Before Vegito
indefinitely.
would then suddenly disappear
Okay.
before Yamoshi.
Let's go. Vegito,
Only for the God Killer to just simply reappear in front of the third card.
10,000,
As with a
100,000,
smile,
1 million.
Vegito would say, "Sorry about that, but you kind of messed up my plans for this battle with that last attack of yours. I needed a little rerun. But what do you say? Shall we try this again? I just got myself a much needed
Zenkai boost
Zenkai
because he's been pummeled to the core.
boost. So this should be a different story now."
He's getting stronger.
But Yamoshi would only laugh back,
Okay.
responding, "Really? Zenkai boosts? That is what you want to rely on to beat me? My. You really must be thick to think that will close the gulf of a gap that is between us. I've known Uzaru apes with more sense than you, Vegito."
Okay, let's see Zenkai boost.
As
Zenkai
instant,
boost
without
Vegito
warning,
now.
with no more time to waste, Vegito would rush
Arch,
in at
please, no
Yamoshi.
cliffhanger. Come
While
on.
Yamoshi, with a sly
Oh, he don't
smirk,
care.
but now closing his eyes, would
He closes his
sigh,
eyes. Okay. He don't freaking care.
"Fine, we shall play this game once more. Though, this is such a waste of time."
Okay. Oh, he's shocked.
Confusing
He's shocked
Yamoshi
to see
momentarily,
Vegito
as once
gone.
more Vegito would vanish, as Yamoshi would think, "What
No,
now?
time portal.
Is he really just going to pop behind me again?"
Okay.
But shockingly, out of nowhere, in speed undetectable by mortal eyes, Vegito would appear, now striking
Directly,
Yamoshi
this is a Kaioken times
on
1000.
the gut
Also
with a
Vegito.
strange red aura,
The aura.
striking undetectable behind me
Directly.
again.
Directly, he uses a Kaioken times 1000. Directly.
But shockingly, out of nowhere, in speed undetectable by mortal
So he
eyes,
need that chance. He need Yamoshi to lower his guard. He thought it's just with a Zenkai boost, but it's just a bluff of him. He suddenly like he doesn't to shout it like Kaioken times 1000. He don't need to use that. He don't need to shout that. But when he's disappearing, he's there like Kaioken times 1000, and suddenly pummeled Yamoshi. Yamoshi will be shocked because his strength just multiplied 1,000 times. It's even stronger than Super Saiyan God. If Yamoshi don't know Super Saiyan Blue, he's done for in this Kaioken times 1000. Okay.
Now striking
Okay, Vegito. Don't care about the 4th or the 5. If he already uses Kaioken times 1000 just to face Yamoshi, if the 4th, 5th of face him, he have no way to attack. But don't care. For now, Yamoshi, Kaioken times 1000, let's go!
When we see his face, he screams.
Go back.
By mortal eyes, Vegito would appear, now striking Yamoshi hard in the gut with a strange red
aura Kaioken.
as his skin turns blood red, and with a yell, when we see his face, he screams. Kaioken times 1000!
What? Kaioken's 1000
And now pupilless Yamoshi is completely winded with blood shooting
Yamoshi
out
will
his
be
mouth.
shocked, like how can this guy, after gotten a Zenkai boost, suddenly becomes this strong that can make him cough blood. Kaioken.
What?
He don't know. He don't know Kaioken. He don't know about Kaioken.
And Vegito, now covered in veins over
He's
his
just
red
happy.
team's face, would finally
He's just
say,
happy.
This is
Equalizer,
my equalizer,
Yamoshi.
Yamoshi. The power of a true
Saiyan
Saiyan
mortal.
mortal.
Of a true Saiyan mortal, of an equalizer. That's why I say, man, like the Kaioken is like the best, man. Like even if he maybe only have a Super Saiyan Blue, he can use this Kaioken to stack up, become equalizer. Even if he has this form or any form, he can use the equalizer. I think it's better to have an equalizer to help you gain extra strength rather than just you force yourself to gain forms. I mean, like forms plus equalizer, okay, but if I can only choose one, I maybe choose equalizer, because if you chase form, okay, this time I want to be like Vegito, I want this form of Vegito, but you're stuck there. But with an equalizer, you can just steadily grows and grows. Okay, like King Kai maybe is weak now in comparison to Vegito, but his technique, his presence of Kaioken can be used infinitely, like that. King Kai is just amazing. His Kaioken is just effective.
This blow in his solar plexus sending Yamoshi flying back with unbelievable speed, while a shocked expression remains on his face.
Done.
And with a massive explosion, Yamoshi's body hits directly onto an entire range of mountains.
Wow, man. This is awesome.
And Vegito at first remains recovering from his attack, as if just entering Kaioken times 1000 pushed his body to his absolute limit.
Yep.
But that is until Kaioken times 1. But that is until
Wow! Don't tell me I'm gonna go 10,000.
Kaioken times 1020.
1020. What? He isn't stopping. He wants to pummel Yamoshi. He wants to pummel Yamoshi.
Muscles internally begin to
1020,
the veins on his face begin on the edge of bursting open.
1020? Hey!
His power now
Oh my god, the next chapter will be amazing.
Not even his body can be seen in the dark red
Oh, I wanna cry.
surrounding, which is beginning now to mix with his seeping blood.
1020. Just make it 1020.
But even through the pain,
Or
Vegeta
2022,
forced
like
his
this
heart
year.
and let out one last line.
Or just make it 2023 to celebrate the Happy New Year that will come soon.
This is probably the
Stupidest
stupidest
thing I
thing
could
I
do
could
to
do to
myself.
myself. I haven't even got
Long
long
in
in
this
this
state.
state.
Okay.
But if I'm going out, I'm taking you with me.
Okay. You wanna pummel Yamoshi
But
down.
that was it for today's video,
Oh
guys.
my
And if you made
God.
it this far, leave me a hashtag
But
1000.
with Jiren.
That was it.
This is freaking Jiren that I've stated couple of episode of reaction before. Where the freaking hell is Jiren? I just forgetting about Jiren. Okay.
For today's video, guys, and if you made it this far, leave me a
Kaioken times
hashtag
1020
1020 in the comments down below, and let me know if you think
What?
this will be enough for Vegito to take out the first Super
Saiyan
Saiyan
God,
God,
Yamoshi.
or just head over to my
Oh my
Patreon
God.
right
There's
now.
Jiren, man.
We can see the full
There's
next
Jiren,
video, fully voice acted, soundtracked, and edited for you to enjoy with over
There's freaking Jiren.
4,200 other
There's
fans,
freaking
as well as
Jiren.
getting access to 250 plus other fan mangas too. It's the deal of the century.
This is crazy. Kaioken's times 1020. It's just wreck of attack, man. It's just wow. Kaioken times 1020. Like what we see, guys. Oh my god, it's just absolutely crazy epic. Like how will Yamoshi handle this? Can Yamoshi advances to blue? To at least if he's a god, to hakaishin Yamoshi, because if not, if he is just stuck for a millennia, for 1,000 years, for a century, just sticking with a plain old Super Saiyan god, meanwhile Vegito evolve and have an equalizer that is never ending, he can just pummel Yamoshi. But even if he does, if the 4 of 5 or the 5 of the 5 strongest came, how can he beat this? Like, it's already his full power, it's already Kaioken, it's already at his limit. He needs to call allies, or he needs to find a way to surpass the Ultra Demon form again. Just like he surpassed his Ultra form, his final form, and his Ultra Demon form. He needs to find the next form, because for gods he uses the final form. The final form with all the attacks and everything. For Madara, he unlocked the Ultra Demon form, but for Yamoshi, he didn't unlock a new form, but he uses his technique, his equalizer. It's just like Goku getting mastered Ultra Instinct, but Vegeta is just getting a little new form, but it's just more like an equalizer to Goku's blue Kaioken. It's somewhat like that. So, truly interested if he can't get a new form. I don't think. Will he use like, okay, for the 4th of the 5 he will use like Kaioken times 10,000, and then like for the 5th of the 5th of the 5 Kaioken times 100,000, and then fighting the Grand Prix Kaioken times 1,000,000. Can he just do it like that? I don't know, because his body can be ripped off even though he's immortal. I don't know, where will Arch just sleep there? I think it's just too plain, it's just too static, it's just too boring if it's just dead. Like, we can already guess about that, but I think new forms, Jiren involved in I don't know how and why, so yeah, it will be really interesting, guys. But for now, I'll cut it here. Kaioken times 1020. It's just freaking awesome. So until we meet again, guys, next week. Oh yeah, sorry, this week or yeah, next week I think. Bye, man. I am out of control already.